If you are using Teamspaces, by default, there always has to be one Teamspace that everybody has access to. So when you set your Notion account up and you say for my team, Notion will automatically add that Teamspace in here. So you're seeing that now under Teamspaces, we have a HQ Teamspace. Now I can click on the three dots here and you'll see I can add members, or I can adjust my Teamspace settings, or I can archive the Teamspace. If we archive the Teamspace and we add another one, that new one will become our default Teamspace. If we click on Teamspaces for now, you'll see it brings up three different tabs. Under General, we have the name of our Teamspace and the icon. We can add a description. Now the permissions are default. If you click on here, you'll see there's not an option to change it because we only have one Teamspace in here. If we go to members, we can see Teamspace owners have full access, and then we can set the permission level for members. Keeping in mind that any pages that are added within this Teamspace, they're going to have this level access to by default. You can override it, but this will be their default access. We can either add individual members or groups, or we can copy this link and invite people to join that way. Now, it's important to note that you cannot invite guests to Teamspaces. Only members can have access. Now, underneath that, you're going to see all members who do have access, and you'll be able to click through and see their role and also change up their role. And then if we click on security here, you can see who can invite or remove team members, who can edit the Teamspace sidebar. And then we also have some additional enterprise options. Now, if you want to add a Teamspace, you can do it from your sidebar. Hover over Teamspaces, click the three dots and just add new Teamspace. And then it will bring up the settings, allowing you to adjust that. The other way you can do it is from your settings tab. So if we go into settings now, we can go to Teamspaces. And from here, you can see we've got our default Teamspace set as HQ. We can limit the Teamspace creation to workspace owners if we want. It will ask you to confirm. I've got it off for now. And then under Manage Teamspaces, we can add a new Teamspace. So I could call this Marketing as an example. We can give it a description, and then here I can now set the permissions, and I can change this to default, or I can adjust it based on my preference. And you'll see private is reserved for business and enterprise plan only. So I'm going to say closed, create Teamspace, and then here I can invite a member. I'm going to skip for now. You will now see my Teamspace is here, the owner, who has access, and when it was last updated. Under security, it brings up my Teamspace settings, and because we have a default Teamspace, this one we're allowed to duplicate. If I click off and I click on the three dots on the sidebar, you can see I can bring up my Teamspace settings there. I can now see Teamspace owners have full access. I can change Teamspace members to say they can only edit the content, and then everybody else has no access. Of course, you can override this at any time. And then under members, we said that we could add groups. So I'm going to search marketing now. And now I can add the marketing group. And I'm going to mark them as Teamspace member. And what that means is anybody who has been assigned to the marketing group is going to have access to this Teamspace. So rather than having to invite every individual in the marketing team, I can just go ahead and create the group, add them to the group, and now when it comes to Teamspace permissions, I can assign them at group level. As a reminder, you can create groups under the People tab. You go to Groups and you create a group, and then you just click on the drop down and you add members. Now you're seeing from this tab, we have another group called Sales. And you can actually go ahead and create a Teamspace from the group itself as well. So if we do that, we'll call it Sales. Again, we set our permission levels. We'll do closed, create our Teamspace. And you'll see here where it says invite people to Sales, it's tagging the group rather than the individual member. We can set the level and hit invite. We now have those Teamspaces in our sidebar. We can drag them around, move them. And if we ever want to bring up their settings again, we can either do it from going to Settings and Teamspaces or clicking the three dots. This lesson has been part of our Navigating Notion series. You will find access to all links and resources in the description below. And if you have any questions at all, please do leave a comment. I'm here to help. If you'd like to continue watching, I recommend this one next.